Hi guys, it's your boy GadgetMan404 here, and this video, as it says in the title, old tech versus new tech. Now, I've been meaning to make this video for a while, and I've not got the time or not had the time, so today I've got a bit of time. The weather's shocking, so I won't be going out flying today. Just zoom in a little bit. Now, I've got the Tello. I've had the Tello for a good year now, and then the Mavic Mini I got a few months ago, probably 6 weeks to 2 months ago. And I was looking at the sensors underneath. Now, what do you guys think? If I try and just get in focus, so I'll try and zoom in a little bit. So it's actually in focus. Now you look at those sensors, okay guys. Now other than the distance apart, you look at these IR sensors with the drift camera. That's on a Tello which is over a year old, okay guys. Now you look at the sensors on this. Now, excuse the shadows, this is me being an amateur videographer. I'm just trying to zoom in. There. Now, other than the distance apart, I would say the sensors on the Tello, the old Tello, are exactly the same sensors on the new Mavic Mini, and that is why, now I'm going to zoom out now guys, so just give me a sec. So zoom out, so put them there. So that's what this talk is about. That is why this drone is so good when you when it's flying indoors or outdoors, because that camera is looking at the floor and those IR sensors are judging the distance of height, and it stays rock steady as if it's got GPS. Now the Mavic Mini has got GPS and it has got a drift camera, but if I was to do a side-by-side comparison flight with the Tello and the Mavic Mini, they would be pretty much identical, even though the Tello doesn't have a GPS module on board, but this bad boy does. But when it's indoors, it senses it's indoors and it will just use the drift camera and the thing. Maybe that's another video to make, and that's something else I could do at a later date. But I just wanted to talk to you guys and think, you know, this is a £400 drone, and this is, in some places, I got this from Jessop's for like £60. So the technology on this, they have just adapted it and put it, I'm pretty sure, the same sensors. If anyone knows any different, I think the same camera module and the same IR sensors are what is on the Mavic Mini. So old tech versus new tech. Is necessarily new tech better than old tech? In this case, I think the new tech is actually old tech. I think that tech in there is from here. They played around with this when they probably were building this drone, the Tello. They were already had plans to build this one, because they're 6 months to a year in front of production. You know, they designed something like, you know, like this, and then they brought out the Spark, or the Spark come out, then this came out, then the Air came out, then this came out, and so on and so on. So even though this has just come out, they're probably already working on a Mavic Mini 2 with a 4K camera and better this and better that, as they joked about making a Tello 2, saying if it had GPS module. Now, if you guys have seen the Tello FPV app by Vitello or something like that, or Valello or someone, I haven't got my phone with me so I can't look at the app, but he has now designed an app for the Tello for $5. So probably in the UK we will pay £5 or £4.50 or whatever, where you can now get the Tello to do follow me. It tracks you from the camera at the front. He's done something, hacked into the firmware, whatever, and for years, or for a good year, he was saying, because I asked him, can't do follow me, it won't do it, it won't do it, and now he's done it with this one, and it works pretty well. Now, if that guy has designed an app for less than £5 for the Tello to do follow me, then surely he could do an app for this, because his app for the Tello is better than the stock app you get. You can change the distances, you can go really far, like hundreds of meters, when you're doing a droney and a selfie and all that kind of thing, whereas the stock app on this only lets you go like 20 meters and go 10-20 meters high, whereas with the other app, the non-stock app, you can go a lot further, you can go a lot higher, you can change the circumference of the orbit, because it does all the features that the stock app does, it just does them better. It's more stable video as well with the non-stock app, which you would think, well, why is a non-stock app better than the stock app? But it is. So that's what I'm talking about. Old tech, this is old tech, this is new tech. If a guy's designed an app to do follow me for this one, I'm sure somebody can do it for this one, because that is what this needs. If that had follow me, that would be up there with the Mavic Air. The only difference between this and the Mavic Air is the Mavic Air does have a 4K camera, and it does do follow me as well as all the other intelligent modes. And at the present time, there is a hack that when you're in orbit mode and you start to move slowly, it will track you, but it isn't a full follow me. You have to do it when you're in the orbit excuse me, when you're in the orbit app part. You can't just say follow me and someone go riding a bike and it'll follow. No, if you are the center of attention, you are the point of interest, and you're doing an orbit mode and you start to walk slowly, just make sure you're looking at your phone screen and you've got the green box still around you, then you can move, walk, and it will sort of follow you as well as it's orbiting you at the same time. So I just wanted to do this video. It's getting up to 8 minutes now. Probably going to do it for another 2 minutes. So it's just sort of talking about old tech. You know, I believe that that sensor there, those cameras and that sensor is the same as what is on here. I really do believe that these are one in the same sensor. I can't get them close enough because the arms on the Tello, but I believe that that sensor and camera is exactly the same as that sensor and camera. And I want you guys to have your say on this. Do you believe that that is true? Because it works so well on here, why will they need to design it better? Because this is on, it looks like it's on GPS when it's hovering. I mean, I've hovered above a church and did an orbit around a church, and it was really windy, and no exaggeration, I was above the flag pole on top of a church. So I was 50, I don't know, 100 feet, maybe 100 feet off the ground, and this was rock steady. I let go of my controller and I was using the Parrot FlyPad along with my Xiaomi Wi-Fi repeater, and when I let go it didn't move, and the floor was in shade from the sun because the building was actually making a big shade, so the camera couldn't see completely the tarmac, but what it could see, it held its position perfectly fine. So I think in some instances old tech is as good as new tech, because if old tech is good, then use it again. And I believe, and you can please drop me comments Just trying to think. Yeah, and you know, after the bottom of the description, go into the comments section below this video and just say if you agree with me, guys, because I really do, that I think the sensors on here are exactly the same as what's in here. If anyone has got specs of the sensor and the chip module and stuff, and someone can get that information from whoever, probably that DJ Drone, he's quite knowledgeable. He gets leaks and gets lots of information. I mean, he put the leak out on this a good year before it was going to be released, and everyone said it was fake, and here it is, the Mavic Mini. We now have it. He posted photos of the shell. No, it didn't have any gubbins, fair enough, but he did post a video or photos of the Mavic Mini way before it was actually released. So maybe he could help with that information. But that was it really, guys. Is old tech necessarily, or is good tech necessarily is better than old tech? In some instances, yes. Like on mobile phones, you get faster chip processors for the to run the phone, and the camera modules can be better on newer phones than old phones. But in this instance, I believe that old tech is as good as new tech, and I believe that tech is this tech. I believe the Mavic Mini is running the same sensors as the Tello. And the Tello cost, like, I got it from Jessop's for £60, and this cost me £360. Yeah, it's got a better camera than the Tello and all the other features and blah blah blah, but you know, there's a saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So DJI knew, because people have said in tons and tons of videos that the Tello is so stable in the air, and that is all due to the drift camera that they use underneath. So they decided when they were developing the new Mavic Mini, they would just use the same onboard sensors and the same camera and just implant it, you know, in here. The only difference is the gap is narrower on here than it is on the Tello, but I think it's the same, I believe. You know, I mean, just look at it, guys. Just let me try and focus. Just let me try and focus this. Let me try and focus. Again, there. Right, that's in focus, yeah. So look at that one. Pretty cool. Now look at that, guys. It's the same. It's the same camera. It's the same sensors, just being put in a different form factor. So that's it really, guys. Do you believe that this is true? Do you think that DJI would do that? Yeah, it'd save on costs. They know it works, because the flights that are out there, like I say, I've been up 100 feet on quite a windy day, and it's been holding its own, and it does not have GPS. And a guy now has made an app for the Tello which now has Follow Me. So this is a more portable option than even the Mavic Mini. And don't get me wrong, I love my Mavic Mini, but that doesn't have Follow Me yet. This one does, and it's only going to cost me $5 or £4.50. It's only available on iOS at present. I might message the guy and say, you know, are you even designing it for Android? I think he probably is, but apps seem to always work better with iOS than Android. Especially DJI apps. DJI apps are always buggy. Android and DJI are always buggy, but iOS and DJI work, a lot better. And that's just another showing you guys how I hold my propellers on with these silicone style holders. And they just fit right down to the bottom of the motor. That fits flush with the top of the drone and at the back of the drone, and then basically the propellers fit perfectly inside, guys. There's a nice DJI logo there. But that's it really, short and sweet, or shorter than normal for me. But what do you guys think? New tech versus old tech, or is that the same tech? Is that the same tech as what's in the older Tello? And I believe it is. I might be totally wrong, but it looks like it, and I think how it flies and everything, it's more than plausible that that is the same technology. And yeah, I'm on an ironing board because I have been doing a load of ironing today. And now there's the iron. Woohoo! Multi-talented dad, husband and worker, etc, etc. So that's it really, guys. If you want to subscribe to my channel and you aren't subscribed, then hit the subscribe, which possibly will be down here. Hit the card up here if you want to see other content. And thanks for subscribing to my channel. Please drop me comments on this issue because I think it's a good talking point, get the conversation going. Old tech versus new tech, and is it always better, the new tech better than old tech? And I don't think it always is, when the new tech could possibly be old technology. This has been out a while, guys. This is not brand new. You know, this has been out a good year now, and that has not been out a year. That's only been out a few months. So there you go. My thoughts could be completely talking out my bum, but I think I am correct this time. I've been Gadget Man 404. You guys have been amazing, and thanks for subscribing. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't like this video. Here's a shout out to a guy called Derbyshire Lad. He gave me a shout out in the description of his last video where he was flying over an abandoned farm. I flew over that abandoned farm like months ago, told his son, and then his son told his dad, and his dad did a longer video of that location. And also his son's channel, I'm trying to help Derbyshire Lad get a few more subscribers. He's only got about 38 or 40 subscribers at present. I've got 680 something, and his son is, I think it's Exploring Derbyshire, something like that. That they are, you know, when the son's looking in abandoned buildings, his dad is flying around them, and then they split it but do it as two separate channels. Check out Derbyshire Lad, another plug for this guy. He's got some really cool shots, really cool videos. The last video he did, he was flying over Swarkston Bridge over the swollen river. You can just about make out where the river should be, and the water is like as far as you can see, it's just like everywhere. It's not on the road, but it's like really close to houses, etc. And he was flying it in the rain as well, which I'd never fly my drones in the rain, but he was pushing the envelope and he was flying his drone over water in the rain to get good shots for you guys. And his son does all the urban exploring. He goes inside these abandoned buildings and gets some real cool shots. They're all derelict, run down, no one lives in them, etc, etc. If I do find out that the guy's son's channel's name, then I will give him a shout out in my next video. But please guys, give him a watch. He does some real cool stuff. He goes some real lovely locations. I'd love to go to half of these locations he goes to, but when the weather's shocking like this and then I'm at work 5 to 6 days a week, I don't really get a chance. It's absolutely balling it down outside. It's absolutely chucking it down. But as I say, I'm doing this video to help that channel grow and to talk about, you know, new tech versus old tech, or old tech versus new tech. And have your say in the comment section below, guys. What do you guys think? Is the sensor of the Mavic Mini the same as what is on the Tello? I've been Gadget Man 404. You guys have been amazing, and I will see you in the next amazing adventures with the Mavic Mini, also the DJI Rise Tello, and the good old trusty Zeno. Gadget Man 404 out. Cheers, guys, and don't forget, fly safe everyone.